All right, we're back for part 2. So what we're going to do now, kind of the same stuff here, but sure about this cord here, but what we're looking at is the ECM for the diesel, connector 2, pins 16 and 35, goes up to the TIPM, connector 1 goes up there. So what I have set up now, I was using the Maxxis Ultra for part 1, but I'm charging that one now, so now I'm using the 906 BT Bluetooth with the oscilloscope. It's just not wireless, but it works great for doing this. Again, ground on battery negative. I'm on one of the CAN lines. It don't matter which one I'm on because it's on the same bus. I got key on engine off, and I'm probed in there. Evan hits play there. Actually, we're going to go into the vehicle so we can actually get ready. All right, so that's CAN low. It's a good waveform. It's playing right now, and what I'm doing is I'm looking at these two connectors, this one and this one. This one seems to be worse. I got to find out which, if this is connector 2 or that's connector 2 or vice versa. We'll look in the schematics. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wiggle the computer, right? When I'm wiggling the computer, nothing. It's good to go. I'm going to wiggle the main connector plastic, this one and then this one, and see what happens. Nothing, nothing. And then I'm going to go up to the harness up here where it goes in, and I'm going to push on it up here to the front of the vehicle just a little bit, move it around, and there it is. It does its thing. As soon as I let go, it comes back. Push on it just a little bit, move it around, it goes, let go, it comes back. And all I'm doing, it's hard to get the camera in here, is I'm pushing, just moving this around just like this. That's all I'm doing, not much pressure on both of them. This one and this one, but this one seems to be a lot worse. So I'll move the other one. I'm moving it pretty good. It's not doing nothing. Once in a while on the second one, whatever, if this is 1 or 2, whichever way they're oriented, I'll have to look up in the schematics. This one's not as bad, but once in a while it'll do it. Well, I'm moving it pretty good. It ain't doing nothing there. Let's go back to the first one. I was doing that one. Now let's do this one. Which I wonder if that's connector 2. Yeah, boom, right away. Absolutely 100%. So what that tells me is we need to pull this apart and look at it. If it's a pin fitment issue, or something in the board that's cracked. Obviously it's intermittent. Okay, Evan wants to wiggle now. Before Evan wiggles it, the only other connector this thing goes through is connector 101. After the PCM there, it goes to 101, then it goes to the TIPM. Well, connector 101, and I wiggled that too. It's not on video, but that one was solid. Is this guy right here. So it's just an inline splice connector. All right, so if you look at this, we've had the CAN engine off. I walked away for about 5 minutes to take a phone call, and I let the scan tool play, but look, it's not even, there it is right there. The comm is gone right now. And we're not even messing with the wire. Yeah, StabiliTrak, ABS stuff's lights on, all that stuff. Yeah, it's, buddy, can you come over here and hold this and film this?
Yes.
Watch your hands. See it? That's a bad glare, but just enough so we can see. I just want to see something. Let me know if it changes, okay?
Okay, it's changing.
Oh, man, if it gets better, I mean. There, it got better.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's good again. I have Evan wiggle the wires under there, but I'm moving this bulkhead connector up here, which is connector, God, I can't remember now. I think it was 130. Yeah, connector 130. So we're wiggling down here and right there. And I'm also getting, well, I didn't earlier, but now I'm getting reaction from that, from a little bit ago when Evan was filming, it was bad, and then I wiggled that, and then it came back. So I'm going to watch that as I wiggle that. Chill, buddy, move your head. Well, it ain't doing it now. Was just doing it there. There it did. Just saw it there. There it did it.
Yep.
So it's not as bad as the one down there for the engine computer, which you have to see from underneath. But we definitely need to take that connector off at the computer down there and this one and check pin retention. Make sure all that stuff is good and fix that. Or when removing this harness, maybe it's moving the whole harness and something's chafing or something, but more to come on that. Alrighty, I'm gonna do it down here again. Haven't tried to go in here, but he can't quite reach it. So let me do it again up in here. Get my hand up on this one. Hold it, buddy. There. I don't even move it that much. And it's doing it. So next step is to take that connector off and inspect that. Alright, so what I ended up doing was had that connector off. I cleaned the terminals on the male and female side. There was some dirt in there, not much, but some. I put it back on. Evan, can you hold it? He wants to go fishing, don't you? Alright, you don't want to go? You want to go to Walmart and get fishing stuff? Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wiggle this again after cleaning it. And look, I'm wiggling it pretty damn aggressively on both sides. Before it didn't take much, I just moved it a little bit and it would do it. I know you can't really see in there, but I'm moving it pretty aggressively. Key on engine off with the scope on, cam low, and it's like rock steady. Yeah, it's rock steady.
Then you fixed the truck.
So there's nothing. So, and I wiggled the top one too because I cleaned that one, the connector 301. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these apart. I'm going to clean this one. I'm going to clean this one again. And then I'm going to clean that one up there again. But what I'm going to do now is show you. Can you angle that over here, buddy? Just get, angle the... I think you can see it there. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, turn it this way. I'm moving it pretty good up here. And there's nothing. So, what we need to do now is I want to clean those again, maybe put some dielectric grease in there. I believe the dirt issue was causing the problem. Alrighty, so I'm back under here using contact cleaner. Use a catch bulb because, well, I've seen that stuff take on a smooth concrete. I've seen it take a layer off of cement before. Just like the etching on it, I guess, almost, or the cover, or the clear coat, or whatever they put on it. But it's not gonna hurt plastic or metal or nothing. That's what it's made for, a contact cleaner. So I sprayed the male and the female side, and the pins there you can't see now, but there was some debris in there on both sides. Clean that out. I'm gonna do with the rest of the connectors on the other one and the one on top. Put some dielectric grease in there, put it back together, and then scope it again and make sure it's all good to go. Alrighty, so I cleaned the connectors, put them all back together. I usually use dielectric on big, connectors that have a lot of load, but if it's like a computer connector, I'm very careful with it because you don't want to. I heard horror stories with using too much and causing other issues and stuff because you're talking milliamps and stuff, so I was very careful with that. We're gonna do a full system scan and we're gonna clear everything out and then I'll rerun it. But I was wiggling the wires again, everything was done, nothing's moving. And I'll show that one more time on cam, especially after we clear these codes out. So we're clearing all the codes right now. And then we'll rerun it with the scope and diagnostics. And then that should be it. And everything should be good to go. Alright, we started it back up. It's running. Rescanning everything. No codes. Sure the dash is all good. Which it is. Of course the door's open, e-brake's on, no seatbelt on. But the RPM is good. No lights on down in that corner. So finish for scanning for codes. And then we'll hook up the scope one last time. Everything's good to go. We just had a code in the seat module, like we said, but that's a separate issue. Nothing with the CAN bus system. So what I'm gonna do now is hook up the oscilloscope. All right, it's gonna probably have a bad glare because of the sun. Key on, engine off. Good there. I'm gonna try to film this and wiggle the wire at the same time. So I'm gonna get down here and wiggle it from up here. And if you look, I'm wiggling it. I don't know if you can see that. I can't really see the angle I'm at, but nothing. I'll try to do it again. Nothing. Everything's good to go. I'm gonna do when it's running. I probably won't film that part because it's gonna be pretty loud, but yeah, everything was good to go on this truck. It was just a CAN C bus going to the engine computer. It looks like it had some dirt in there. I took it off. I didn't capture it on film right away, but I took it off. There was some dirt in the connector, so I used some electric cleaner, contact cleaner, and cleaned all that out, cleaned the connections, and re-put them together. And there's a dust boot in those. They look fine. So everything's clean and good to go. So I'm wiggling it. Showed you on camera. Nothing's wrong with it now. Before it was like clockwork, could move it just a little bit. That was causing all the issues for this truck. So now all they gotta do is drive it now and it'd be good to go for this 2012 Dodge Ram 2500 with the 6.7 diesel.